Hi, I'm Kurt. Welcome to Good Enough Backyard Beekeeping. My friend Nancy's here helping me out again. I can't do this without her. What we're doing today is getting some of the hives ready, or the nucs ready, to be delivered. We're gonna get a nuc ready for Nancy. I told her I'd give her a nuc for helping me out. I have a paying customer that I gotta get a nuc ready for. That's really all I'm gonna do for nuc deliveries this year. Trying to rebuild my apiary. I'm going to show you how I create my 5 frames for a nuc for a customer. I take the remaining bees and put a mated queen in there, and I start another nuc. So let's get into it. So we're going to go frame by frame. The yellow box is going to get customer, and the top one is going to be for our split, the green one.
Right, yellow, customer.
Yep.
Split.
So we're going to get rid of this whole hive. So take the empty frames. So start from that side and fill that green box. Since there's 10 frames, they're going to be split up between these 2 boxes. You got some bees finally?
Okay.
So there's brood in here, which is good. I'm just scanning for a queen. Not seeing. So that wasn't good. I didn't like that. There's tons of brood in here. It's a milky color. I don't know if you can see that or not. So this hatched out and they backfilled it. So this queen's doing well. All right, you drop that in the yellow box. I'm gonna sit and let you move on. So I'm gonna sit. I'm struggling today, but
Yep, sit.
go frame by frame, try to find the queen. If we don't find the queen, we gotta go back and find the queen.
Yep.
I like to have a visual confirmation before I give it to a customer and go, there should be a queen in here. I don't want to do the should be there, you know. I want to see it before I deliver it.
Oh, there you are. I see you.
Awesome.
I see you. See her? Right in the middle-ish. Crawling up to the top with a big blue mark. Oh, she's heading back the other direction.
Oh yeah, I was looking higher up. Yes, she looks gorgeous. All right, someone's gonna get a really nice queen. So turn it the other way so she faces against. And that way when we put that last frame in there, we won't squish her. Put it right here like that.
Ah.
And do the same over there. Those are the little tidbits you get by coming and helping me. That's cool. I can see bees running around with pollen on their legs. This is a good nuc. Hopefully we can make one more like that. Your smoker's working good.
I know, today's a good smoke.
Pop that box off and carry it out into the yard over here. Yeah, grab that bottom and take it out of there. Set it on top of this box here. That yellow box, slide it to where the box you just took away. The green box you're going to put next to it on my side. There's not a lot of bees in the green box, but that's okay. We'll boost that up later. I'm going to pop a queen out of here. I want to put the queen right where the brood is. This is the customer's nuke.
Yep.
It's got all the resources we want in there. This is going to be our new nuke with a new cage queen. She's mated. We're going to take her and put her down here where the brood is. Trying to get my hands in here. There we go. All you do is you put her below the bar. You squeeze that cage down into the wax a little bit. We can put our frame back in. So there's brood with this. The bees should stay. Unlike some of the mistakes I made, I used cap brood before. This is open brood. There you go. This cover was from Bertha's hive. We can call this one Baby Bertha. How's that?
Oh, lovely.
Just place it on top. Don't worry about it being all secure. I think I'm going to need to come back and put a hive body on top of that to give them room until I deliver that to the customer.
Isn't this going Saturday?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I don't want them to think they're overcrowded.
Got it.
And that's why we'll give it another box to just let them go play. I don't want them to think they're overcrowded and start creating queen cells to swarm. Right now, it's an overcrowded hive.
Oh, yeah.
And we gotta give them some space at least for a few days until we deliver it. Okay. Awesome. We got one queen in a box and we got one delivery. Let's move over to the 3 nuke hive box there and see if we can repeat this process. And close it back. What's the population looking like?
They're up here.
There. Okay, you got a good population?
Yeah.
All right, maybe we need to make sure the queen's not there then. Let's go frame by frame. We'll take them out and then just set the frames right there.
Okay.
So this is actually a good resource frame. Put this in your box up against the side. So that's got some resources. It's got open things for the queen to lay in. So that's actually not a bad frame. Wow. Holy crap.
Oh. Much busier on this side.
I'm like, am I not remembering what happened yesterday?
This wasn't like this yesterday?
It didn't seem like it. Let me see this. I want to look for eggs.
Okay.
Bring that hand over here.
Yep. No worries.
Trying to use daylight here. That's not a bad frame. So she was laying. We'll put this, just lay it down up against here. Yeah, like that. Perfect. Like this. Oh my God, this hive's doing well. I'm feeling better. I don't know if it's just the weather. I don't want to give you that frame, it's not that great. There's a ton of heat coming out of this hive. Here she is. All right,
Anna?
she goes in your box.
Okay.
Yep.
Whoop.
She's on my side.
What color is she?
She's blue.
Oh, I see her.
She's sneaking around. I don't want her to fall.
Oh,
Go
sorry.
right in. That's good brood. All right. Mission accomplished.
All right. Wow.
All right, now we can go to town.
Okay. I think this was buttercup.
It's on the lid. Where did we put the lid?
I have no idea.
Oh, it's right
I'll
here.
find it.
Buttercup.
Buttercup.
It's got some weight to it. That's nectar. All right, set that down. This box,
Goes on the...
yep, on the stand. So now go frame by frame and fill your box up with good stuff. I think at this point you're going to want to look for brood. If you find a frame full of food, it wouldn't hurt.
Right, this one.
It's pretty empty, isn't it?
It's pretty, a little on the empty side.
Yeah, put that in the box. In the box.
In the box.
Actually, those 3 frames sitting on the thing, you can put those in the box. It makes everything so much easier when you find the queen early. That looks actually, well, that might be, turn it my way. That's actually not bad. Throw that in my box though, I'll give you a nicer frame.
Do you want to put the queen in the bottom?
You know what, let's call it an end game for this box. So if you don't mind, go grab a queen. Oh, shake the bees, there are a ton of them on there.
Oh.
That's good. So make a little space that you can slide this. You want to get it below the bars and it'll squeeze into the wax. So when you hold it by the ends. Yep.
Yep.
And get it down to where the wax is. No, don't go anymore. You're going to have troubles. You're going to want your hive tool in your hand too. Just squeeze it and it'll stick. Now if you stick your hive tool in the next seam over and twist it, yep, and just keep going. Use the leverage the way I showed you that one time. Stick your hive, there you go. And then just force the other frame in there, you'll be good.
Do you want to seal this up?
Yeah.
All right, so this is baby buttercup.
Okay. We'll grab the bucket later.
I can do the bucket right now if you want.
Oh, you got one up there, okay.
Not a ton of food.
Okay, it'll get them started.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
That box can literally go right over here. All right, you need 3 more frames.
Oh, cow.
I don't like what I'm seeing on this side. It looks like you're getting into some meat now.
Who wants to move to Avon?
Yeah. There you go. Now that's all honey. put that on the side for now.
All right. I'm gonna go with this.
They really don't use honey.
Interesting.
They store it unless you like take the caps off of it. They will go after nectar as a resource before they will our honey. You better have something there. You're running out of frames. That looks like an awesome frame.
Ooh.
So yeah, take that. You're gonna have some new bees pretty soon.
All right. We have a very good school system in Avon. So,
Do you have a good bee school?
good bee school.
That's a pretty good frame.
Oh, that's a very good one. Ooh.
Oh wow.
You want to keep this one? I think you should keep this one.
If you want, go ahead. We're gonna go into this box and steal some resources.
Because that's a,
So this is actually pollen. Not a bad thing for you to have. Go ahead, you take it in your hive. That's empty, but they'll fill that up. Okay. Let's rob from this hive because I need a frame of open brood for this, and you need one more frame of, well, you know, there was a nectar frame. You think you can find it? It was like one of the first ones, I think. Did it have a little weight to it?
This one is just,
That's nectar. Okay, take that one.
All right.
You're gonna feed the bees? You have some kind of feeder?
Yes, I have it in the fridge.
Oh, so you've had it for a while?
I just made it this week.
Oh, okay. Before you put it on, let it warm up.
Yep.
What do you use bottles with what?
The holes in it? So
Yeah.
it's just like that, except it's just a glass.
A glass bottle?
Yep.
All right, that should be adequate. So where I'm going with that is the foraging bees are all flying around.
Yep.
This is mostly nurse. There's some foraging bees in here, not a lot. But you're gonna have an explosion of bees with what you saw, some of those brood frames. So I think you're good with this nuke to take it as is,
Okay.
as opposed to sitting there and waiting for bees to come in and out and all that. I don't think
Okay.
it's gonna gain a lot.
Got it.
And if you feed it, that's gonna take place of your foraging bees for a little while. You gotta stay on top of it though. If your bottle empties out, make sure you replenish.
Should I just leave the 8 frames on one super, or should I do a double now?
No, 8 frames to start,
Okay.
because now you don't have a frame feeder, so you only have 3 empty frames right now, right?
Right.
Take an empty frame and stick it in the middle of this,
Okay.
and then everything else kind of center. So one empty on each end,
Yep.
one in the center.
One in the center,
and-
and then I'm just going to put the cover on.
And we're going to do this. Yeah, then you're going to put the cover on, and you're going to pay attention to the entrance. And when you see bees bringing pollen in,
Yep.
you know you have foraging bees.
Got it.
And they're bringing pollen because they're feeding the baby bees.
Got it.
So that's a real indicator that your hive's clicking in and it's working, is when you see bees bringing pollen in.
Okay.
You have 3 empty frames. They can still work too, so you don't have swarming going on. I'm kind of happy. This feels like it's working better than I planned it in my head. I was texting a note to someone. I said, oh, it was the bee inspector. We went back and forth afterwards because she wants to know how that one comes out, because it looked queenless. But I'm looking, I'm like, I got foraging bees over there. What is going on with that hive? I told her, so I'm just going to leave it for a little while and see what happens.
Yep.
But I told her, I said, beekeeping is like playing chess. I said, you think several moves ahead of what you're going to do, and then your opponent does something else. Yep. And then you just got to start all over again. I said, that's beekeeping in a nutshell. All right, what we want to do is get into this hive. So everything gets easy when we find the queen.
Everything is always.
There. Oh, you know what? I'm going to shut the camera off. Can you hand me the camera and we don't need the video anymore.